So in case students or indeed anyone wants to help homeless people, there's a couple of things they can do. First of all, don't give money to someone who is begging in the street. Do give the money if you're going to give it to a proper organisation who helps homeless people. If you give it to someone in the street, they will use it for drugs or for alcohol, so you will be funding their habit. That said, especially with the funding cuts, any money, any other supplies that people are willing to give to the hostels will be much appreciated. And when I say supplies, it's single bedding, not double bedding. There's only single beds in the hostels, but relatively clean bedding is appreciated, and towels and clothing, more for men than for women, but also for women, clean, new underwear, new socks. Food isn't so much of a necessity in the hostels, but nice things like toiletries are always appreciated. People could also help volunteer either in O'Hanlon House, like I'm doing, so running activities for homeless people, taking them to hospital, or they can volunteer for the Gatehouse, which is a soup kitchen on St. Giles, which runs every evening except for Saturdays and provides homeless people with sandwiches and soup and fruit. And you don't need to sign up or anything to go there. It's just free, and they can always use more volunteers. And the final thing that people could do is to sit down and talk to someone who is homeless, and just ask for their story, or just be nice to them, or bring them a cup of tea when they look cold outside. Because I think, especially in Oxford, where there's such a big gap between the rich and the poor, between students who come here probably from quite privileged backgrounds who may not have ever talked to someone who's been homeless, and then you have the homeless population. It's good to have a bit of links between them. Homeless people like to know that there's somebody out there who is willing to at least sit down and talk to them. And I think talk to someone who's homeless would teach a lot to people who aren't homeless.
If you'd like to get involved in the On Your Doorstep homelessness campaign, visit oydoxford.com, find us on Facebook or Twitter, or come along to our weekly term time meetings.